It's the Midwest Connection. We keep the streets on smash.
Niggas ain't take your gun. Some more paper than the teller. Going for the bullshit whenever. Make some noise for my brother.
Other promoters, other marketers, other bloggers in these markets, so that when we get there, we can do things like this and help the artists get their word out a little bit. So that's all we're trying to do, is connect the dots.
Mobile, Alabama, to be here tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got Chicago coming up. We got Cincinnati coming up. We're be doing a 5-city tour with Empire, giving away a single distribution deal in 5 Midwest cities. We got Benzino coming up on market. We got Benzino coming to his market. We got a lot of stuff working currently. Big Buzz is coming to our Halloween party. I don't know if y'all get down with country rap, but we doing that for Halloween, man. Just a lot of stuff working. Like I said, I'm excited to be here. We're here to check out the talent. Hopefully bring somebody on a couple of these shows. You feel me? Tonight, so everybody tune in. Make sure y'all networking, because again, your network is your net worth. You hear me? Midwest Connectz, you ain't connected? Let you respect it.
What's up, man? We appreciate everybody tapping in, man. And if you did that, you already know what's going on. You are live for another episode of the Connectz radio show. I'm your man, Uncanny, and you know what we do here. We bring all the hottest and unsigned and independent hip hop and R&B, plus interviews with the brightest stars in the culture, man. And that's exactly what we're doing again here today, man. I got a member of the foundation right here with us, man. He goes by Mal Casso. What's up, Casso?
Yo, Uncanny, what's the deal, man? I'm happy to be here, man. What's going on?
Chilling. Happy to have you, my guy. So talk to me, man. Your rap journey started when?
Absolutely, man. We started back in '09, man. We've been doing it for a little minute. The independent grind, you know what I'm saying? We done beat the streets up. We originally from East Orange, New Jersey, man, but we based out here in North Carolina. You heard?
Nice. That's what's up, man. I'm from Philly originally. I'm stuck in the Midwest, man. Springfield, Illinois. My family down in the Carolinas, man. Talk to us about that journey, how y'all went from the East Coast, what they call that, New Englandish area, you know what I mean? Philly area, all the way down to Carolina.
Yeah.
How'd y'all get there?
Yeah, the tri-state. Man, it's just life journeys, you know what I'm saying? You never really know where you gonna end up, man, when you're on the journey, you know what I'm saying? So, we was on the journey, and we transitioned down to North Carolina, and it became a home for us, man. Carolina has definitely been loved. It's the second home for us, man. So shout out to the Carolinas, but also shout out to Jersey. You heard?
No doubt. So we're switching. Did you
Yeah.
pick up like the Carolina Panthers and stuff, or you kept all your old teams? I'm just being nosy.
Nah, man. It's still NYG, baby. It's still New York Giants, man.
I got you. No, that's what's up, man. They had a little bit of a rough year, but they gonna be all right, man.
I mean, you got to get it together. You know what I'm saying? It's some pieces that got to get put there. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what we do in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get to that draft and we drop the ball sometimes with our picks. You know what I'm saying?
Heard. But we're not here for that, man. We're gonna talk about you. We're gonna talk about y'all. We're gonna talk about this rapping, man. So your journey started in the tri-state. You're down in the Carolinas. You said you've been at it since '09, man. So that means you got a crazy catalog of music. Talk to us about how you kind of
Absolutely.
got your start and when you knew this is what you wanted to do.
Absolutely. So, correction, the journey actually started here in North Carolina.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It started here in North Carolina. It started with just, chilling with the homies, freestyling, and you know what I mean? And then, me and my brother, shout out Moose Smooth, he couldn't make it tonight, but we had a conversation of where, what we got to lose by actually taking it serious and really, dialing into the music, you know what I'm saying, and the music business. So we had a conversation, we started to take it serious. Our catalog is crazy. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of songs, that's not out, which is, it's not a good thing, but it's not a bad thing neither. You know what I'm saying? Because we real choosy with what we want to present to the audience. You know what I'm saying? So, we got an album out right now, called "Live, Suffer, Celebrate." That's it's a solid body of work. It's edgy. It's very very edgy. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no limitations on what we talk about because we very intelligent and very intellectual. You know what I'm saying? So, the music is just, if you got an open mind, it's definitely something that you could vibe to. You know what I'm saying? If you're a closed minded person, then I wouldn't advise you to go out there and listen to it because we might hurt your feelings with some things that
No
we say.
doubt, no doubt. And so when did you guys kind of transition into that style where you wanted to be edgy and kind of boundary pushing?
I mean, we started reading. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? We started reading books. You know what I'm saying? Seminars, reading books. There's a lot of information out there on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You got the internet. You have access to everything.
Yeah.
And we just tapped into a space, and we was in a space where we just wanted to learn things. You know what I'm saying? And we wanted to know more about, because it's such a vast area when it comes to information, and it's all in how you interpret it, and your perspective of it, and we all decide our own truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a lack of understanding for a lot of people, because you know as a kid you don't decide your truth. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You only, what's true is what's presented to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a boundary that you could cross, and dial in and try to explore more. Like, okay, I learned this, but we got to a point where we just decided to start questioning everything.
Yeah.
And when we started questioning everything, that's when a lot of doors started to open, because we got more intellectual with our conversation, and what's true to us. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
For sure.
that has a lot to do with the music that we make today.
For sure. For sure. So with that, it says you put your first project out back in 16. So that's not too long ago. Talk to us about what it was like then and putting a project out versus now putting a project out.
I mean, just the trend, the change in music and the sound. We try to stay in our creative space, but we understand that it's so many people doing it, because anybody could just make a song and just drop it on the internet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Anybody can make a song and just put it out there, into the space. So, we try to be mindful of the change in music, but at the same time, we stay true to ourselves, and staying true to ourselves. That's what got us to this point. You know what I'm
No
saying?
doubt.
If we was trying to follow, every trend that was out there, then where's our identity? You know what I'm saying? We try to keep our identity in everything that we do, man. Everything foundation. So, you know, we acknowledge, the transitions and the change in music, but at the same time, we still stay true to ourselves, and for the most part, our sound, now don't get me wrong, we don't got no limits on the pen.
You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying? So, and that's an example of, the single that you got your hands on, Big Steppa. You know what I mean? It's kind of a more of a pop feel. You know what I'm saying? It's not really that gutty music that we tend to make all the time. You know what I'm saying? So we explore a lot. You know what I mean? We explore a lot with music, and we don't limit ourselves, because we ain't in no box. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We ain't in no box at all. So, you know, that's just where we at musically, man. And we gonna keep exploring. Definitely, man. This is not something that's gonna come and go. Like, oh, they made one or two pop songs, because we got a song out called Belladonna. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. So, it's just a space that we tend to tap into every now and then. It's like, all right, let's give them something else. You know what I
Right.
mean? For real.
No doubt. And that was almost the perfect lead in because we're gonna do the world premiere of that song right here on the Connectz radio show. So go ahead and tell me about how
Absolutely.
Big Stepper came about, and you know what I mean. Y'all hit the lab. How'd y'all put it together?
I mean, the crazy thing is, as a group, people tend to think that we write together, and that's not always the circumstance. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
a lot of the times we write separately, and this particular track was something that I had picked out the beat. I sent it over to Moose Smoother like, yo, check this out. He immediately called me. He immediately called me like, yo, what are you doing? He immediately called me like, yo, what are you doing, man? Where you going with this? And I'm just like, man, we about to explore this joint right here. Just trust where I'm going with it. And I reached out to a kid, D Raw, who had a situation with he was signed to a label that Megan Thee Stallion was signed to.
Okay.
And the shorty, I think Erica Banks was signed to the same label. You know what I'm saying? So he had a good situation. He had a nice little movement going on out in Texas. So I reached out to him, you know what I'm saying, and was like, what you trying to do, like, just trying to network, you know what I'm saying? And he
Right.
was like, man, he went and he did his own homework on us.
Right.
And he reached back out and he was like, yo, let's get something done. And I already had the record. So I was like, you know what? Looking at, listening to his sound and his music, I flew it over to him. Man, the young boy got it back within a couple of days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't playing no game, man. And that was dope right there. You know what I'm saying? He sent the record right back, and he kind of made the foundation for the record, and we just took it and we made the record foundation. You know what I'm saying?
And,
So yeah, that's how the record Big Steppa came about, man, for real.
all right. Well, this is it right here. The Foundation featuring D Raw, Big Steppa, right here on the Connectz Radio Show.
Let's go.
Yeah. Walked in with a bang roll. All these hoes on go for me. Yeah, play get choked. In my bag like groceries. Yeah. In my bag, they know to me. Yeah. Hop on the big of the surface way. I know she want a Birkin bag. I'm on my shit, they ain't heard of that. Real old nigga, I turn to that. Yeah, y'all love right, baby. You get love right. Y'all love right. I'm stepping like love right. Go. Walked in with a bang roll. All these hoes on go for me. Yeah, peg it choked. In my bag like groceries. Yeah. In my bag, they know to me. Yeah. Hop on the big of the surface way. I know she want a Birkin bag. I'm on my shit, they ain't heard of that. Real old nigga, I turn to that. Yeah, y'all love right, baby. You get love right. Yeah, y'all love right. I'm stepping like love right.
Like girlfriend, stop playing both flight. I don't need no friend or hoe type, no connection. She caught both flights, took it slow, still hit both nights. I'm in my bag, alright. I'm in my bag tonight. She be the marriage type. Leave her on red a lot. Raw nigga, ain't too many you can call killers. Lot of shit that I can't mention. Them days counting, I've been missing.
Walked in with a bang roll. All these hoes on go for me. Yeah, peg it choked. In my bag like groceries.
Power move, we understand the risk. I live for this, not just exist. In my position, can't leave no witness. Get the picture, we getting richer. Chase the bag, not a pigeon, but they flying in cause the cool roof missing. My circle small and it's sucker free. Six slide on the streets like a nigga spill grease. I'm a beast, I ball hard. You can hear my sneakers, the fish grill, put the broccoli steam. Lit this dream, me and my team, that's your bank shot. I go Hakeem, in my bag till I bust the seams. If I up the pole, then it's up from there till it's empty. You know it's dotty. Whoa.
Walked in with a bang roll. All these hoes on go for me. Yeah, peg it choked. In my bag like groceries. Yeah. In my bag, they know to me. Yeah. Hop on the big of the surface way. I know she want a Birkin bag. I'm on my shit, they ain't heard of that. Real old nigga, I turn to that. Yeah, y'all love right, baby. You get love right. Yeah, y'all love right. I'm stepping like love right. Go. Walked in with a bang roll. All these hoes on go for me. Yeah, peg it choked. In my bag like groceries. Yeah. In my bag, they know to me. Yeah. Hop on the big of the surface way. I know she want a Birkin bag. I'm on my shit, they ain't heard of that. Real old nigga, I turn to that. Yeah, y'all love right, baby. You get love right. Y'all love right. I'm stepping like love right.
Big Steppa, man. Connectz radio show. That song definitely, the verses y'all put on there definitely wasn't what I envisioned going in. If that makes any sense, you hear the beat, you kind of hear the hook. I'm like, oh, these dudes is
Yeah.
really bringing the streets on here. Like that's something a little bit different. So when you said y'all put the foundation, I get it now. So when you know what I mean,
Yeah.
when you got it back and it had that poppy feel, how'd you know what to do on there?
I mean, it was just a test, bro. It was all a test, man. Like it wasn't no guarantee that we'd have been able to put it together. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? But like I said, D Raw, when he put his touches on it, it gave us, it was easier to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like at first, you know, we try to be like, you know what I mean, we're gonna try to put some little poppy on it, but it was just like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really got the voice for that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's like it's like, yo, let's go out, let's find some talent that could put it together. And D Raw, he just was in that space. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He's in that space, man. So when he put when he did what he did to the record, we just connected the dots. You know what I'm saying? And we just stayed in our element. Like, you know what I'm saying? We stayed in our element, man. And that's how the record came about, man. Big Steppa.
Yeah, that's dope. That's a dope record, man. Definitely, I can see that making some moves. I'm gonna add it to my playlist. You know what I mean?
Word.
So with that, you know what I mean. Obviously, with the project out, is that what you guys are doing now? Or are you pushing this particular single? Or you pushing the whole project?
We push it. We actually pushing that single right now. We in the midst of, we got an album.
Okay.
Black Sabbath. Um, Black Sabbath is piggybacking off of, you know, Live Suffer Celebrate. Um, it's very edgy. Um, it's it doesn't really have too much of that type of music on there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a strong body of work, man. And if you someone who enjoys hip hop, enjoys lyrics, and enjoys, you know, music, then it's definitely something that you could dial into, man, and really vibe to. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too many songs you gonna skip on Live Suffer Celebrate, man. So we try to keep that same momentum, and that's what we aim for. You know what I'm saying? We're making progress. When we put projects together, we try to aim for, we don't want no skips. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We want you to be able to listen to the whole thing. And granted, you're gonna choose your favorite songs, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you're gonna be able to listen to the whole thing and feel the whole body of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people, they put out albums, and you know that lead record do so good, they go get the album just because of that lead record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we trying to put it together to where it's like, yo, you going like a few of these joints. You know what I'm saying? You might add a few of these joints to your playlist. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely Black Sabbath, man. That's on the way. But for now, we big stepping on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we big stepping on everybody. You feel me?
I heard that. One thing you mentioned earlier in the interview was you guys have been on the independent grind. Is that still a thing, or do you guys have like a label home?
So we just got a little situation with Sony. So that's where the next project is gonna be released under. The next project is gonna be released under Sony. So we'll see where it goes, man. You know, we tapping into a different space that we never been in before. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The independent grind is tough. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you know, you could do it, but it's tough. You know what I'm saying? It's very tough. So, you know, we've been doing that for a minute. We've been, you know, out the back of the trunk, posted up around the CD, selling CDs. We've been through there, but you know, CDs ain't, ain't no more CDs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So where do you go from there? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to Sony for actually, you know, believing in what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's a journey that it's just beginning. You know what I mean? It's just beginning. So, you know, everybody's along the ride with us. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what's
yeah,
up, man. Happy to be part of that journey, man. That's dope. Um,
yo, for real.
so talk to me, man. What's the Carolina scene like? I mean, obviously y'all got Cole, battle rap is real big down that area. So, but talk to me
Yeah.
about kind of what the scene is like. What what's popping?
I mean, the Carolina scene is it was at a space where you thought it was kind of like, okay, it's going somewhere, but at the same time, Carolina is a test market for major labels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of music dumped out here all the time. So and people ride trends, right? You know what I'm saying? So you dump some music out here and it's like, oh, that's the sound I need to make because it's so hard to get on the radio.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like you try to fit in with what's being played on the radio. So you constantly changing your sound. You know what I'm saying? And that was something that we wasn't really trying to do, man. We wasn't really trying to change who we are because we'll never find our identity. So we just stayed true to ourselves and was like, yo, this is the music we're gonna make. You're gonna like it or you're gonna love it. There's some people out there that still appreciate what we do, and we're gonna do our best to tap into those people. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you know, the Carolina music scene, they're trying to become something, but it's just so hard to do it when the sound is just constantly changing, constantly changing. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at the Atlanta scene, you know what I'm saying? It was so much that they had that sound first.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They had that sound first. New York had that sound first. You know what I'm saying? Cali had that sound first. You know what I'm saying? So Carolina has just never found their sound, and I think that's the biggest issue. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta appreciate what you have. I think that's what the main thing. You know what I'm saying? People out here who can actually push a button and really, you know, put things in motion. You just gotta appreciate what you have and, you know, make it a Carolina thing before you make it a East Coast thing or a Southeast thing, you know what I'm saying, or a regional thing. You got to make it a Carolina thing first, man. And I think that's what's missing right now.
That makes a lot of sense because I guess PD Pop would have been the first from the Carolinas to really, really put on, but his sound was so him. It was like you can't, you know what I mean? Like, it was like
yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So moving forward, you know what I mean? Obviously you putting pressure on, you getting the interviews out, getting the music together, making connections with out-of-state artists. So what's the next big move for you guys?
The next big move is, of course, the Black Sabbath album. Of course, that's the next big thing. You know what I'm saying? We putting the final touches on that. That album is pretty much done as far as musically. Like we're not gonna. I mean, we're still recording, of course, but as far as the sound and, you know, the vibe that we want to go into that actual project, that's finished. We just putting finishing touches on it. You know what I'm saying? But touring, that's the next thing. You know, we went on our own independent tour for like 3 years by ourselves, like self-funded. That's
so hard.
You know what I'm saying? Like bro, hard.
That's so hard to do.
Hard, man. It wasn't easy at all, but we got it done, man. We just had to really be disciplined. That was the main thing. You know what I'm saying? We had to be disciplined enough to really do that. You know what I'm saying? And we toured from Baltimore, Maryland, all the way down to Miami.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a nice little situation, man. And it opened up doors and it opened up our perspective to the entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? And it's people that's in these other markets that's like, yo, we rock with y'all music. We love what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? So, and don't be afraid to market your music, or don't be afraid to come out here and do a show, man. We used to get so much love. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of like was like, all right, it's not just Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to tap outside. You know what I'm saying? We need to get outside. You know what I'm saying? One thing that we really want to do is that we never did a show back home in our hometown in New Jersey or even New York. So that's definitely something that's on the priority list. Like we got to check that box off because that's what family at. We got to get back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back to the crib some way. Somehow the journey has to take us back to the crib. So that's actually on the mission board. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we could do all these other areas, but we got to get back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mission. You feel me? That's definitely the mission.
No doubt. And that's one thing y'all never did was y'all never lost that sound. Even on the new joint, I was like, damn, they really giving me the New York vibe. I feel like I'm back at the crib listening to this. And so staying true to that, it's like the crux of what you guys do. So talk to us about that and who were your musical influences, you know, back then?
Back then we used to listen to a lot of Jadakiss, a lot of Jay-Z, a lot of you know, pun. You know what I'm saying? Ja Rule had a very big impact on the scene in New York.
He had
You
a
know
tough
what I'm saying?
run, man.
Ja Rule had a nice run
Yeah.
for real. You know what I'm saying? But a influence that really had a nice little impact on us. I mean, Dipset, of course. I can't
Yeah.
mention the Lox without mentioning Dipset. You know what I'm
Dipset,
saying?
yeah.
But Max B, man, and I
Yeah.
would say Max B because he was so unique. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, with his style. You know what I'm saying, and his content. You know what I mean, and it was just something that was so unorthodox and outside the box. And it wasn't. We used to be down south and hearing people down south listening to Max and yo, what you know about that? You're like,
Yeah.
yo, Max is hard, and it's like
Yeah.
word. You know what I'm saying? So that just that was like some solidif. That was like that solidified being true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because if you listen to Max B music, you would think it's something that's only up north, like only the tri-state really rocking with him. But people down south was rocking with Max, like for
Heavy.
real. You know what I'm saying? So that was something that really resonated with us when it came to staying true to ourselves and our sound and the music that we wanted to make. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
For sure, man. It looks like, oh man, I don't want to lose you. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I still got you.
Okay. It looked like the video's acting a little funky, but this is an audio interview, so we're gonna lock it in. I just want to ask, man, was there anything we didn't get to or anything you want to leave with the fans?
I mean, we touched on everything. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there, if you're out there, you listening, tap in with us on social media. You know what I'm
Where can they
saying?
find you?
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything the foundation. That's DA Foundation. Or you can tap into us. You can use Alleyway to Broadway. That's the movement. You know what I'm saying? That's Alleyway to Broadway. That's using the number 2. You know what I'm saying? You can always tap into us. We very interacting. You know what I'm saying? We got some things that's popping off. So, just reach out to us, tap in with us, you know what I'm saying? And just get a feel for the foundation and the vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a vibe over here, man, for real.
No, these are facts, man. And that song y'all got is a burner, man. I just want to say I appreciate you, man. Y'all are connected, y'all are respected. We're gonna throw that joint on rotation on a couple fleet DJ stations, man. So shouts out to y'all. Keep applying pressure, man. We like what you doing.
Word, yo, man, it's your boy Mal Casa, one half of the foundation, man. And I'm here with your man Uncanny on Connectz Radio Show.
Y'all know what it is, man. Connect shit only. I just want to shout y'all out one more time, man. And we appreciate everybody who tapped in today, man. Y'all know every episode is powered by bettersblock.com, getyourbuzzup.com, midwestmixtapes.com, straightofficial.com. The Fleet DJs is the homies. The Nerve DJs is the big homies. And of course, the Midwest Connects. When you rocking with the Midwest Connects, you know what it is. If you ain't connected, you ain't respected. And of course, special shouts out from me, your man at the Real Uncanny on all your favorite social media platforms. We'll catch y'all next time, man.